You have to feel the contraction and feel the muscle throughout the whole range. All right, so it's going to warm the joints up because it's very cold in here today. So tricep extensions and a nice flare out at the bottom. Just want to warm the joints up. When you get to failure, elbows in front. Oh, Jesus. Burn. Oh. Oh. And one thing you gotta remember, when you're trying to build muscle, yes, it's about weight, but it's not about so much weight that you're throwing it around, because remember, you're trying to stimulate your muscle. So you want to have complete control over the weight on the positive movement and the negative. But it needs to be a challenging weight. So it's trying to find that happy medium of struggle. It's not always about weight. You have to feel the contraction and feel the muscle throughout the whole range. And just because you can lift a weight, a heavy weight, doesn't mean you should. Whew. Oh. 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 Yeah. Alright, we're going to do some hammer curls to the rope. So you always see people stand quite close. For me, I like to stand back. When you stand back, it creates a little bit more tension. That makes it a little bit easier to keep the elbows in front and shoulders back. Again, it's a hammer curl, so we're not trying to turn. And again, lightweight. So again, not going crazy, throwing the body around, trying to keep your body as still as possible, not trying to lean back into it, not trying to use any kind of momentum. Again, finding a weight where you're contracting the muscle, but not allowing any kind of momentum to kick in. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to do, it's a little bit like a drop set, but it's a bit more like snakes and ladders. So you're kind of still dropping the weight, but you kind of go up, down with the weight. So we're going to do, we'll do 50 reps. We'll do 50 reps, but again, it goes up and down, up, down. So I'll show you the principle. So basically, we're going to start on 35. We're going to drop down to 15. Then we'll go to 25. Then we'll go to 10. Then we'll go 20. And then we'll probably go back down to 10. So we're going to hit 50 reps. Usually we do more, but we're going to see how we feel. I can't remember who I saw this on years ago. I saw it on a video. But it pumps so much blood into the muscle, it's ridiculous. Right, so we're gonna go 10. So that was 35, we're gonna drop to 15. Right, so now the principle is we're going to go to 25 because it's lighter than the first 35 that we've done, but heavier than the second set. I've lost count, I think that was 4. 9, 10. Okay, so now the principle again, the last one we done, the bottom one was 15, so we have to go lower than 15. So now we go to 10, and we get another 10. Again, control, no throwing around. Again, lost count. We'll do 2 more. Jesus. Alright, so again, principle needs to be lighter than the heaviest one before. So we'll go 20. Whew. This is where it burns. Right, we could go to 5 because it needs to be lighter, but we're gonna go 10. Oh, burns like a bitch. All right. Ooh, that'll do it. Ooh. The pump you get from that is ridiculous. Do some incline curls. So with this, you really want to open up the chest. So if you sit back, really open up, shoulders right back, slow. Been getting a few twitches in this left shoulder. It's not even a twitch, it's tight. But we can go heavier than this. We're gonna go heavier. I'm gonna try. We can definitely go heavier right now. Let's try. I'm just gonna go straight in because that was very light. Okay, I think we went in a bit too quick with that. Needed a bit of a rest. Oh. Oh. Oh God. I haven't checked my weight actually. I need to check my weight and see where we're at. Well, it'll be 2 weeks in, 2 off season, so started at 82 kgs, I think, 83. So I'll probably weigh ourselves tomorrow and see. You always have to remember when you're doing your weigh-ins, you always want to do it first thing in the morning, before eating, before drinking. First thing in the morning, it's a real weight check basically. It's also good to take your weigh-in pictures, videos, first thing in the morning before you eat, when you're nice and flat, because again, that's like true representation of your physique at that point, before you've got any food in you. But yeah, feeling good. Back is kind of subtly in the background, giving me a bit of pain, but again, it's a workaround. I think there's certain things that I do where it's just going to tug on it a little bit. But we've got the epidural booked. Epidural is next month. Hopefully that'll help with the inflammation of the nerve. So we'll see how I feel after that. But that's going to be a bit of a test really, because again, I'm going to be out for a little while. I'm probably not good when you're going for an off season to be off for like a week. But yeah, we'll see what happens after that. Hopefully it'll help. I'll tell you one thing I do miss bent over rows. I wish I could do bent over rows again, because that's what built my back up last year. And I could really do with that right now. I mean, the chest supported row is good, but you kind of don't get, for me, I don't get like a full contraction of that on the back. I don't know. Again, it's one exercise works for some people and it doesn't for others. And I mean, it works for me, but I just don't feel the muscle contraction compared to a bent over row, which is not supported. Okay, all right. Probably go heavier than this. This is quite light. Yeah, we can go heavier than that. I'll try the 12s. Oh. Got a good pump going right now. This is why I like doing the 50 rep thing. I say thing. This is why I like the 50 rep bicep rope curls, because basically you get such a mad pump. Everything you do after that, your mind to muscle connection is so much better, because you've got a crazy pump in the muscle. So anything I do now, instant, feel the muscle contraction throughout, whole range of motion. Again, that's maybe a personal preference, but I just like to feel the muscle a little bit more. All right, we're gonna try the 12. weight. Whew. Okay. Let's just smash out a few hammer curls. No worries, Don.